If you're still struggling to hold the handstand, I'm going to be showing you some drills and variations that I used to hold it longer. This is perfect for anyone who has started to train the handstand but doesn't have the results that they want and can't hold it as long. I can't hold it for as long as they want. These crucial progressions really helped me because I was frustrated for quite a long time, and that's the reason why I'm dedicating this video to people out there who perhaps want some guidance and want to learn about how the handstand really works, because it is a skill that can be quite frustrating to learn, especially if one day you hold it for 5 seconds and the next day you can't hold it at all. So I'm going to be showing you some tips, tricks, or whatever you want to call it, exercises and moves that will help you to get a more solid understanding and raise your baseline level of handstanding so that you can basically nail it every time. But it will be something that will take practice, patience, and time will slowly be able to pay you back if you use it wisely. So stay tuned for this video and I'll show you exactly the mistakes that you're probably making. Alright, so the first mistake that you're probably making is just doing endless kick-ups. So you get into the handstand position and then you just kick up and fall out, and then instead of actually trying to learn how to hold it for longer, you're just basically trying to kick up and get lucky and hold it. The problem with this is that you're basically not actually building up any strength. All you're doing is just kicking up, and I understand that it can be addicting, because especially after you do your first kick up and you feel how it is, even for a split second, you feel how it is to be upside down and holding the handstand technically. But the fact is, this is probably one of the worst mistakes that people make. So they just kick up, fall out, kick up, fall out. And really and truly, when you do this, you're not actually training anything. All that you're doing is, I guess you're not really training your ego, but you're just having fun. And if you're actually trying to build strength, then the first thing you want to do is avoid just doing endless kick-ups, and instead do the exercise that I'm just about to show you. But we will need to go to the wall right behind me, as you can see there. Let's go. So as promised, we are now at the wall right here, and what we're going to do is an exercise that completely takes out the possibility of you not holding the handstand. So with this exercise, I've seen people do it, even those who don't even want to train the handstand, but they see me doing it and they just try it out and then start training the handstand. So it's pretty much an exercise that's accessible to everyone, as long as you can hold your body weight to some extent. You can pretty much do this exercise. So this is why I'm recommending it to anyone watching. So just basically put your hands on the floor, put your feet on the wall, and then walk up just like this. Now all you do here is just hold. This is going to build up time under tension, and it's going to help you understand how your body is supposed to be aligned when you're holding the handstand. So you just hold this position for as long as you can. This is going to be much better. This is going to be much better than just kicking up, falling out, kicking up, falling out. Because as you hold that position, you're going to be able to make small adjustments, and these adjustments are going to be exactly the same as you would do when you're holding the handstand itself. So it's a great exercise. The reason why you want to avoid doing it this way I was holding the handstand, but the point is, if you do it that way and your feet are on the wall, basically what's going to happen is your spine is going to curve like that, and you'll get used to doing the handstand like that, which is something you want to avoid. Because the point is you want to have a handstand like that, right? So unless you want a handstand that is bent, then pretty much make sure you're doing it with your face towards the wall, and practice that variation if you're somebody who just kicks up a lot and doesn't actually hold the handstand whatsoever. So give that one a try. Let's move on to the next variation. So this next variation is for people that are scared to fall, and this stops them from progressing with their handstand. So what you want to do again is use the wall, but instead of just holding it against the wall, you want to actually put a resistance band right here, and your aim is going to be to kick up, hold it against the wall for 3 seconds, and then try to land with your feet inside the band. So what this is going to do is going to make you practice how to fall out of the handstand properly, which in return is going to help you to start holding it with more confidence, because you're not going to be afraid of actually falling out. So I've seen people that can kick up into the handstand against the wall, but they only do it this way. So what they do is they kick up and come back just like this. And then they'll just do that over and over again, and they basically need to start to practice this exercise right here. So as I said, walk up to the wall. So now I'm only able to come out of the handstand 3 ways. I can jump to my left, I can jump to my right, or I can walk back down, which is the safest one. But we want to get rid of that fear that we have, and we want to learn how to bail out of the handstand. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to aim to land my feet in the band, which are to my right. And as you can see, I nailed it. So the point of this is to practice coming out of the handstand and taking away that fear of falling, and practicing how to fall correctly, basically, so you can start to get those attempts in of holding the handstand itself. So pretty much that's the tutorial done. Learning the handstand is quite simple, but people tend to overcomplicate it, either by doing endless kick-ups that doesn't result in them gaining any strength to do the handstand properly, or by doing back to wall variations that causes their back to arch and not hold the handstand properly. I would say just stick to those 2 exercises that I showed you. Either you're scared of falling, so you would use that resistance band method where you're landing inside the band, or you can simply just build strength with the chest to wall hold. The chest to wall hold is really all I used to learn the handstand. I didn't actually use any other sort of exercises that people might recommend. That's not to say that they don't work, but I can only recommend what worked for me. So for me, it's just the chest to wall hold and holding it longer and longer each time. And if you do want to actually test yourself, what you can do is actually take 1 foot off the wall. So yeah, there's no need to show that. All you need to do is just hold it as I showed, and then just take 1 foot off, and yeah, eventually you'll get the handstand. So if you like this video, subscribe, and good luck with your handstand training. Is for people who are scared to fall. So this next variation is